Well. G'day guys, and welcome to the very last episode of the Gen 3. It's a bit of a happy and a sad day for us. We essentially finished the build on the Gen 3. There's still a few items that we didn't get to install today or on this car, but I'll show you today what they look like. But yeah, essentially the car is sold, guys. We listed it yesterday and within 24 hours it was sold. So yeah, pretty stoked with that. Maybe I should have asked more, hey? Because far out, it went quick. The good news is there's a new build on the way. So essentially that's why we are going to let the Gen 3 go and yeah, start with the new build. But anyway, let me show you a complete walkthrough of the car, of what we've done to it and what you can still get for your Gen 3. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so let's start from the top, shall we? So it's fitted with our backbone system, 4mm aluminium with our aluminium crossbars as well. Perfect setup for people running rooftop tents that want the most lightweight setup. So yeah, that's essentially what it looks like. Then we also fitted some weather shields to it. We just had these laying around and yeah, decided to put it on. So coming to the front of the car, we have put some new headlights in it, and then if you can see through the grille there, there's also some bracketry for transmission coolers. So that's actually something we haven't had a chance to install on this car, but our secondary transmission coolers work on both the Gen 3 and the Gen 4. Down the bottom there, it's fitted with our bash plates. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Just walking to the side, we have side steps. So again, the Gen 3 and Gen 4 side steps both fit up the same way. And then walking to the back, we've put some LED reverse lights in it, which are nice and bright at night. And then yeah, we've also changed over the Pajero stickers. And then while I'm here, at the back here, this is a proper rear door table. So there you go. This was literally the last thing we were waiting for, essentially, before we decided to sell the car. But yeah, there you go. So it's a nice finish. And yeah, check out our previous episode of this table, how to install it, and you can deck it out with spices and all your other camping stuff, which is cool. And then yeah, we essentially just had our boot liners. We don't do these anymore, but yeah, we chucked this in. But yeah, this car was an absolute workhorse. You could put like pallets in it. You can, yeah, it was just awesome. And this was another thing we didn't get to show you guys, but we asked Outback Exhaust to basically take the car and develop a full 3-inch system for it. So that's what it's got, guys. So a full 3-inch exhaust system. I'll show you in a sec what it sounds like. It sounds pretty tough, but yeah, having a look under the car, it's essentially a resonator, but from the front it's all the way straight through with no cat. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So that's the most shiny thing on the car for sure. And just to show you here as well, so this is the dump pipe, and as you can see, it's got a barb here, so you can actually put your EGT gauge in there, like an aftermarket one, if you prefer to do so, to keep an eye on the temps. But yeah, that's essentially a full 3-inch exhaust. Let me show you what it sounds like. It sounds proper tough, eh, doesn't it? So yeah, just to let you know, it's available on our website. So full 3-inch system, you can go straight pipe or with resonator. With resonator is probably the best one, or best option I would go for, because it's still legal, it's not too loud, it's not gonna drone on the highway, where straight pipe, that's for your rednecks, you know, that one's, it's super loud and don't care about drone on the highway and that sort of stuff. And yeah, it's Australian made, comes with a 5-year warranty, 409 stainless steel. So yeah, if you want a good system, it's now on the website. So apart from that, guys, we've fitted our seat covers. Now, like I mentioned in our fitting video, it's essentially a Gen 4 kit, so it's not a perfect fit. As you can see, that looks a bit odd, but you can take that one off if you want, and then everything else pretty much fits exactly like it should. And like the Gen 4, it makes the car look so much more modern too, so it doesn't look old or anything like that. And here's the back, and you still have these pockets right here. Also have our Gen 4 floor mats. Again, it's not a perfect fit, but it does fit the Gen 3 as well. Oh, and also the LED interior lights, that also fits the Gen 3. So yeah, as you can see, it's nice and bright. Going over here, same thing. This is our sample seat cover, so the logo is a lot bigger. It's now about half the size for the final version, just letting you know. But yeah, front seats comes with the center console cover as well. Over here, we've tried out this cup holder, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not too stable, so that's why we didn't proceed with selling them. And then moving on, we fitted the throttle controller. If you want the car to be very nice and responsive, that is a great item I'd recommend. And you can also see we have the USB and USB-C charger right there if you do want to charge your phone. And then also the pockets. We didn't end up doing these pockets just because we just don't have the time to do printing. And you can also see it warped a little bit here at the top because it's not made out of ABS. So that's why, yeah, that was a bit of a fail, but it still works, it does the job. Everything else here is pretty much still original, apart from the aircon vents. We've also done them. So if you want aircon vents just for these two, we do have them on the side. And then yeah, it's literally just the dash mat. Dash mat looks great. And then also the sunglass holder over here. Here you go, sunny holder, nice and easy. And then yeah, just same thing, comes with the floor mats. And honestly, my favorite feature was this right here, just having like a little table. When you have takeaways in the car, whatever, you can just put it up here and you can eat your food. So Nicole loved this and I did too. So yeah, that was cool. Alrighty, so there you go. First thing you can notice, the bonnet strut. So that's literally one of the first things we did. It just makes room for, you know, the whole engine bay to work in so much easier. But yeah, let's start over here. So we are doing silicon intake pipe. So we are literally just waiting for stock, but it's from the turbo to the airbox is full silicon intake pipes. They will be released very soon. But yeah, it's also reinforced with steel wire, so it can take higher boost if you're going to be running higher boost through your turbo. Over here is our sample for our 3-row radiators. Okay, that is hot. So it's essentially going to look exactly the same. We just changed the orientation to be like this instead of vertical. So horizontal will be better. And then you can also notice you can still use it with your factory intake. That's the main thing why we're going to do 3-row. And if you want, you can just cut it a little bit here because it is making contact, but we've had this in here for a while and it hasn't seemed to like melt the plastic. So you can keep it as is, or you can cut it, or you can put spaces under here as well just to lift it up a bit. But yeah, that's our 3-row radiators. We will be doing a video soon of releasing the 3-row and the 4-row. All right, moving on. Just, you know, coolant top up. That's what we did. Battery is still good. And then also the engine bay bracket mount. So what I would recommend for people having this bracket is you can either put a catch can in here, route it to that side, or you can put like fuel filters here as well, like secondary fuel filters, especially with the diesel, just so you can catch. Apparently the tank is made out of steel, which it is, but it flakes off, and that's why the injector pumps on this model goes bad, because the flakes get into that. I think that's just part of it. So what I would do is basically get a secondary fuel filter so it can actually catch some of that before it goes to your injection pump. But yeah, apart from that, guys, that is pretty much it. Cool, and then pretty much the last thing that we were gonna do, but we didn't do it, was an upgraded intercooler and also intercooler hoses, okay? So you can get it on the website. Over time, the rubber do soften up or they perish because they are in the engine bay, so they get hot and then the vehicle cools down, hot, cold. Over a period of time, just perish the rubber, and that's why people get splits in them, okay? So this is a great upgrade. I call it cheap insurance because this will literally last the lifetime of the vehicle. We also make our intercooler kits out of 6-ply, so nice and thick, nice and durable. The silicone can handle extra heat or high heat than the rubber, and that's essentially why they are better for longevity wise, but also because they are more durable, you can run higher boost and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's why it's a good upgrade for all your diesel Gen 3 owners. Now also just a handy tip for anyone that does have a split intercooler hose. Let's say you're caravanning through Australia and you're rural in the middle of nowhere. Essentially you just need to make sure you have duct tape. So if you do get a split in one of the hoses, just duct tape it all, and hopefully that can get you to the next destination where you can actually replace it and get help. But yeah, like I said, if you're going to be doing a lot of traveling, rural, and you don't necessarily have the help or the tools to fix it, just get the silicone hoses as a measure of better reliability. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So there you go, guys. That is a wrap up of the mighty Gen 3. Honestly, we really like this vehicle. What's my verdict? Would I buy one? I would 100% buy one if you are looking for your first four-wheel drive. This is a great vehicle to look for because they're reliable, they're comfortable as well. And I mean, it's almost got 500,000 Ks on it, and the gearbox is still original, the engine is still original. It has original injectors. Like, that is unheard of in other cars. They will likely die, but this one just keeps on going. So yeah, very impressed with the reliability. And yeah, first four-wheel drive would be awesome. Or if you're looking just for a cheap four-wheel drive to go out bush and, you know, just have some fun, they are very cheap. So yeah, I reckon it's a good buy for anyone looking to do that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss it. It was an absolute workhorse for us. We used it to like just put so many pallets and rubbish in the back of it and drive it up and down. And as a daily, it was pretty good as well on fuel. You get about 700 Ks to a tank. So that's amazing. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss it. It was a fun little build. So we did basically what we can in terms of what is worth it for us to do on the Gen 3. And yeah, now we're gonna move on to our next build, which is very exciting. It's another Mitsubishi. So yeah, comment down below. What is our next build? Is it a Triton? Is it a Pajero Sport? Is it a ASX? Is it an Outlander? I don't know. Just comment down below. I reckon it's gonna be cool. But yeah, very excited for that. And I really hope the next owner enjoys the Gen 3. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching this build series. And if you have any other questions, make sure to drop it down below and I'll get back to you. But yeah, thanks for your support and get keen for the new build. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.